We're Roger and Michelle, living our dream of a live-aboard life. We flew to Greece, bought a Jeannot Sun Odyssey 45, and named her Sea of Gold. So here we are, sailing Sea of Gold and taking on the Mediterranean. This episode sees us fleeing Meltemi's, where I can't wait to spend time at my favorite place, while Roger shows off our expensive prop and why it's worth it. With the forecast calling for back-to-back Meltemis, we decide to leave the Cyclades for my favorite place in Greece. We first stop at Despotico, an anchorage famed for its beautiful water, the ruins of a temple to Apollo, and sea caves. Oh, cool!
It's so romantic. You guys look like the Little Mermaid, like Ariel.
Our next stop is the picturesque and beautiful bay of Fyropotamos, where we find good shelter, great swimming, a charming village, small beach, church, and canteen. So one observation about everywhere we have been so far in the Cyclades is that there are always people without clothes.
Europeans are so
They're not shy.
footloose and fancy free around here.
They are not shy. And I mean, we're talking boatloads, right? In Kythnos with the hot spring, there was a boatload of gentlemen that, I don't remember what country they were from, but they, on the boat, they wore their underwear and would just strip them down and jump in the water and swim to the hot spring and jump in the hot spring in their birthday suits.
Yeah. Well, it saves on laundry.
In Rania, we had the boatload full of girls that you were lucky if you saw them wearing clothes. We only saw them wearing clothes on the day they left, and that's how we knew they were leaving, because it was odd that we looked over and they were wearing clothes.
Well, but you have to get used to it. You have to accept that because it's going to happen.
Yeah, you do. Even here in this adorable bay, we saw a couple come out of their little beach hut,
Yes.
walk the beach in their birthday suits.
Yeah.
Naturists, I think. I've seen the term thrown around, naturists.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're not shy.
We are headed off to the Peloponnese tomorrow, getting out of the Cyclades. It's going to be a long motoring day. There's no wind, but that's kind of open ocean there, so you kind of want minimal wind. But it's going to be a long day.
It is going to be a long day.
Yes.
Yeah, we are waking up at 5 and we are pulling up anchor at 5:15 at the latest.
Yes. We can have our breakfast and morning coffee while underway.
Yeah, but good news is we're with our friends John and Fef, and so we have a buddy boat, which is really nice when you're doing a long passage. Adds that little bit of security.
Yeah, you never know, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad to leave the Cyclades right now. We've seen so many really cool places, and there are so many cool places left to see. So I think we're probably coming back here next season.
Yeah, we thought we'd have a couple more weeks. We had heard that the Meltemi, that you want to be out of the Cyclades by
Right.
the end of June.
Yeah.
So we thought we had a couple more weeks. It's mid-June right now. But the Meltemi are just coming and coming and
Yeah.
coming. It's like you're lucky to
It's-
get 2 days
yeah.
reprieve.
It's 6 days on of 30 knots or more wind, and then 2 days off where it's no wind whatsoever. So it's not like we're missing sailing, because we don't want to be sailing in 30 plus knots of wind, and we can't when the winds are nowhere to be seen. So it's a really weird area to have a sailboat in.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful here. So we
Yeah.
think the lesson is to come in May, like early May,
Yes.
and enjoy the month of May. and then make your way out of the cyclades before the Meltemi start hitting. One of the simplest things to make for a long journey tomorrow and have ready to go on board is a bean salad. So I've got 3 green peppers diced, a red onion diced, a can of chickpeas, red kidney beans, and a bag of green lentils poured in there. And it's just a simple olive oil balsamic vinaigrette dressing with salt and pepper. Our voyage across to the Peloponnesus is calm as predicted.
Delicious.
And we spend 7 nights enjoying the incredible beaches of Samos at Elefonisos. I hope to stay a month. Roger thought I'd last a week, and his week was right, but not due to boredom with beach walking and swimming, but due to a Meltemi coming our way.
There are generally 3 different propellers on a sailboat. A fixed blade prop, a folding blade prop, and a variable pitch prop. Say that 10 times really fast. Fixed blade prop is just that, the blades are fixed. So when the engine's spinning, when you're motoring, all 3 props have the similar properties in that they propel the boat forward. It's when you sail, that's when the big difference is. A fixed blade prop is just that, the blades stay fixed. It's like putting your hand in the water and trying to push your hand through the water. It's very difficult. And the boat has the hard time as well. Under sail, those blades are slowing you down. A folding blade prop, however, their blades, when you lock the shaft and you're sailing, the blades fold flat like that and go through the water. So it makes it way more efficient going through the water, hence your boat sails a little faster. What we have is a variable pitch prop, and what that does is, well, underway it looks like this. That's about 7.5 knots we're cruising there. When we sail, the blades themselves turn. They don't fold, they turn and align themselves with the direction of travel, like this. Anyway, I thought it was super cool. Very expensive props, but if I can get an extra half knot out of it, sign me up. The other really cool thing about our variable pitch prop is that when you're going forward, the blades are curved in a way to give you thrust forward. On every other prop, the propellers stay fixed, in that if you start going reverse, you're sort of pushing on the backside of the prop. It's meant to go forward, but it pushes on the backside. You start getting prop walk and all this stuff. Variable pitch, like ours, it spins on the axis. So when you're going forward, it gets in the forward position. When you go into reverse, it flips around the other way. So you have the face of the prop that's producing most thrust actually pointing backwards now and giving you full thrust backwards. So our prop walk is virtually nil.
That's awesome.
That is. Sometimes, unless you need the prop walk to actually get into the dock, then you don't have that. But in bed mooring, when you drop that anchor and you give her backwards to start getting some momentum backwards, our boat doesn't wander off. It almost goes straight back, which is a good thing.
So, hon, I see you're wearing my least favorite t-shirt that you own, that absolute shitty t-shirt. And are you doing that so that all our friends and family will think about perhaps getting you a proper t-shirt for Christmas?
Oh, there's a whole lot of other boat things on the Christmas list before a t-shirt.
For those who haven't made the connection yet, there is a commercial where a guy on a blind date wears a shirt. I swear to God, it looks exactly like that. And that's all I think about every time he wears it.
And the commercial is like, did you even try? Or something like that. It was a pretty funny commercial.
Our need to seek shelter drives us east to our familiar cruising grounds in the Saronic Gulf, but not without a snorkel stop at Agio Marino Anchorage to dive the wreck of Captain Ismail Haki, just before rounding the notoriously dangerous Cape Malaya due to dangerous winds and turbulent waters, lending a particularly eerie feel to its exploration. A 30-meter Turkish cargo ship, it transported 578 tons of iron ore and a car on its last voyage, sinking after a sudden displacement due to heavy sea turbulence, just 106 meters off the nearest shore. Captain and crew are said to have survived thanks to the efforts of a local shepherd. As we continue to the Saronic Gulf, Monemvasia is the perfect midway stop between Elefonisos and Siganos Bay, our familiar and safe anchorage away from the Meltemi, hitting the surrounding areas. Here we find water and diesel and top ourselves up, stock up on fresh produce, and enjoy the best traditional Greek dinner we've ever had.
The end of June is here. Time to find out how much we spent. Let's see, food, 413 euros. Entertainment, 233. We went out a couple of times and a few boxes of wine on top of that. Fuel, 405 euros. We're averaging about €1.80, €1.90 per liter. Repairs, 11 euros. That was oil for our outboard. Other things, our permit as usual, 109 euros, internet 15 euros, parts 47 euros. That was 2 water cans and a jerry can for diesel. Now that we're all stocked up, we could just go to shore and get all the stuff we need. And then finally, propane, little 10-pound tank, 15 euros to replace. Total 1,250 euros. Not so bad.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
In the next episode, where do we go from here? Tune in to find out.